Hello, Pisces. Thank you for joining me for your January career read 2022. Today we're going to do a general read for the collective. So take what resonates, the piece, the part, or an aspect, and please like and subscribe. All right. Today we're going to do things differently. We're going to take out two major arcana for your overall energy. So the first one you have is the Hangman, but it's in reverse. So typically it's like this. For you, it's like that. And then you have the Devil. Don't freak out. All right, so right away, Pisces, you have dealt with some toxic energy, some self-limiting beliefs, some issues where you don't perhaps feel comfortable in the way your career is going, or you've been trying to make changes in your career and it hasn't come to fruition yet. Or you have decided that what you've been doing doesn't resonate with you anymore and you feel stuck. Or you have tried to make a change, or you want to make a change, or you're being forced to make a change. Either your hand is being pushed by the fact that there's economic implications these days. There's, of course, the pandemic that's still being dealt with. The good news, though, Pisces, a couple of things. One, the Hangman's in reverse. You've done a lot of inner work. You continue to do the work, and you're starting to see things differently. You're seeing and feeling hopeful. You're seeing possible options. You're looking outside the box. You've taken on a bit of a new perspective. Some of you have realized, I'm not stuck. This happened for a reason. Some of you are starting to realize, well, I'm going to make lemonade out of lemons. So you've done a lot of inner work. So this is a great combination here when you see these two energies together. What's really interesting too is Venus is moving into Capricorn. This, of course, is Capricorn energy. When Venus is in Capricorn, there's a lot of reevaluation of all aspects of relationships. So business, personal, professional, family, whatever the case may be. So this is very timely. And for you, starting with the new moon on January 2nd, the moon moves into your 11th house, which is all about hopes and wishes, followed by the full moon on the 17th, moving into your 5th house, which is all about creativity and self-expression. So beautiful energy to support you in the month of January to move into this new place for you, a new space, whether it be a physical new space or just more of a metaphorical new space. But the difference is that you're going to have options. You're going to have the abilities to do something you've not done before. You're going to have the ability to up-level your career, take on more responsibility, have more autonomy, maybe manage some people, maybe further your education or your skill base. Some of you moving into a trade school so that you can move into a new space. Some people wanting to get into certain unions because there's a little more security with finances and benefits, but all different options that are here available to you. And you got the Starling card. Now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. Okay, so this is a really common card that continues to come up, and I shuffle in between each video and I shuffle during the video because this is what the overall collective energy for 22 is about. So 2022 is heavily ruled by Neptune. Neptune is going to unveil the lies. It's going to unearth the things that have not been authentic and true. It's going to enlighten all of us with regard to understanding and increasing our wisdom, if you will, of, how we want to move through life, where we want to go, how we want to do it. And so for career, you see a lot of people, whether they're being forced to or because they want to, they're changing things. I live in a state where there's a lot of people moving from each coast, and there are so many people who are doing things that they did not do as a career for years or decades. There are people who are trying things on their own. There was somebody who was involved heavily in the management of a big school district on the West Coast. He moved here to Bi-State, and he's going to be a custom woodworker. Now, it's just an example, but people are kind of thinking outside the box. And as I say that, you get the card openness, which we all just need to be open to opportunities. We all need to be open to the insights that come to us, to the thoughts. Sometimes we get these random thoughts where that's stupid, I don't know what that is, or we don't even acknowledge it, right? And what is required now, what Spirit wants us to do, is pay attention, because there's so many possibilities for us. I say this over and over again, but I remind everybody, we don't have to do things the same way anymore. We all know the paradigm is shifting. We can all make our own way in these uncharted waters. So it's really a time to come through, and you've done so much work and your cards show that, and focus on something that's going to make you happy. Focus on something that's going to be authentic. Focus on something that's more in alignment with who you are. And yes, money is important and foremost for everyone. You have to be able to put food on your table, pay for your rent, pay for your mortgage, whatever the case may be. But we're finding out that there's ways to do that in traditional ways and then untraditional ways. So be open and move forward and pay attention to the subtle. I'm hearing, so this is very much, this yellow is very much solar plexus, right? This is all about what you feel you're worth, what you feel you can do, what you feel you deserve, what you feel you're owed. You've transcended this where it questions that. You're moving beyond people who question that. You've done the work to be open to something that's infinitely possible from this universe. All right, let's look at your tarot. First card out, Prince of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords, right? This is the clarity. This is the communication. This is the opportunity. This is the offer. This is the knowing of which direction to move forward in. This is the start of something different. It doesn't have to be completely reinventing your career. It can just be moving to a different company, new energy, right? New environment, new people. But you're going to have some real clarity on that. And just be open so that the subtle things that come by you aren't missed, right? Sometimes when we're so in our lane, if we go outside our lane, we don't see if we stay only in our lane, we don't see what's on the outside. That's an opportunity here, an opportunity there. So we just have to be open to different things. Yeah, and you get the Nine of Wands under the Devil. That's where you've been through some situations that were pretty challenging and difficult, or some of you continue to be challenged by that. But all this work and this new energy that's coming through is really going to help you transcend that, leave that behind. You just have to believe that you can. Six of Cups, that's the past coming in to kind of mess with your head a little bit. Like, hey, what about this? Or you never did it that way before, or you never tried that before. What makes you think that you can do that? But it wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't right for you. The universe does not let you stay in a position, a situation, a scenario, or a place that isn't right for you very long. One point, one way or another, the universe shakes it up and says, it's time to connect in authentic ways. And you can be open to those options, and it will come to you. The information will come to you, because here you've got the Princess of Swords. This is the Page of Swords. So new opportunity, new thoughts, new way of thinking, new way of doing. Maybe it's through social media, because this card can often refer to social media. Maybe it's on some kind of social platform. Maybe it's something totally unrelated to anything you've ever done before. Maybe it's a downsized version. So some of you might be in tech. You've worked for big companies before. Maybe it's going to be you and one other person doing something on the side. Oh, and look at that, Eight of Wands. So this is beautiful. This is all this synchronistic, synergistic energy about what you desire, about what you want, about what you need, about what you want to create, the new anything. So the new job in the new place, the new position, I'm seeing someone getting a big promotion, the new opportunity to start something on your own. Someone new that you've never met coming in with some idea about what to create together, right? So a lot of going forward, open, new energy for you. And like I said, your 11th house on January 2nd has the new moon in it, and it's all about hopes and wishes. And then on the 17th, you move into that 5th house, which is self-expression and creativity. So it's really important that you allow yourself to receive the guidance, the options, the opportunities. All right, let's see what this Nine of Wands is. We'll clarify this for you. All right. Yeah, the Two of Swords, but it was in reverse. So you're becoming very clear. Typically, this is very much about you're not sure which way to go. You're not sure what to do. But that information is coming in that's going to leave behind this being worn out, being taken advantage, not being valued, because you have all this new energy coming to you, right? The clarity, the communication, the options, the people you're going to meet, the things you're going to be aware of, the things you're going to see, and you're going to know which way to go. Those intuitive hits are going to come to you. So you have the hangman, which can often mean this crossroads, not sure what to do, how to do it, need a new perspective, and this as well. So very positive. Let me just see this Six of Wands, or Six of Cups. One more for the Six of Cups. Yeah, the Lovers. But this is the choice card. You're going to make the right choice. You're going to know what to do. And you're going to know how to move forward in a way that benefits you. Excellent. All right, let's see what else we have for you. So have faith. I'm being reminded to remind you to have faith. You know, the new energy for January with the moons is all about focusing on abundance and wealth. Your cards support that, like focusing on the truth, focusing on what's forward for you, focusing on the option for you. Take off the mask, right? The person that you had to be to do the job you had, the person you were told you needed to be to keep the job. You couldn't be your true authentic self. Again, not being able to be yourself in authentic ways. People really messing with you, not being able to be your true self, right? Leaving you in a situation where, you know, you weren't fulfilled, you weren't happy. And now this change, this opportunity, this new energy, this kind of shake up in the energy is going to push you into a space that is meant for you. And at the bottom of the deck, you get truth, and it's about being your true self, right? Oh, and this was at the bottom, prosperity. Beautiful. Yeah, you're going to have prosperity. This Eight of Wands is coming in, showing you that all your desires, what it is that you're needing with regard to your career, whatever it is, whether you want to stay where you are, do something new, or you're forced to go into uncharted waters and you're afraid, you know, it's okay. I believe it was Buddha who said, if we put as much energy into our future as we did into our fears, just think what we could create. So that's a good one for all of us to remember. Remember, you know, when we rely on our intuition, we get authentic, truthful insight. It's subtle, but it's there. So if we listen, it's there. The fear that comes up, that's all the ego. Expect miracles. Yes, expect miracles. You're going to have so many options going forward that's going to be better for you. And you have dwelling in the truth. So that's twice you got truth in authentic ways. So many of you were forced to do something you didn't want to do, or when everything is quiet, you realize none of it was right for you. And accepting what is. Yeah, that's part of the fact of, you know, we have to accept that these changes came through, learn what we can for them, let them go, and move forward, right? Move forward in the positive energy. Move forward in the momentum. Reevaluate your priorities. So in the beginning, we talked about how because Venus is moving into Capricorn in retrograde, it's all about reevaluating relationships, and this is reevaluating priorities. That is incredibly synergistic with your cards here. It's all about being authentic, being in your truth, moving into a space that is truly communicating with you in a way that resonates so that you know you're making the right choice, and you can take this amazing, synchronistic, positive energy, the transformation of what you want, the desires to come towards you in a way that allows you to flourish, that allows you to grow. And at the bottom of the deck, reassess. Yeah, again, Spirit just keeps coming through with the same message for you. And for some of you who are just kind of hanging on to something, you know, like I said, the universe doesn't let you stay there for very long. So it might be a time for you just to say, what do I need to do to make me feel good about me and what I do and how I do it? So surrender your addictions. This is that devil energy, right? Let go of things that aren't for your highest good. Let go of things that are negative. Let go of self-limiting beliefs. Let go of the situations, the people, the scenarios, the energy that's causing you to go into repeating patterns where you're not happy, where you're in this like vortex of constantly feeling like you're let down, you're looked over, you're not given an option because it's just not right for you at that time. So it's really important as you go forward to stay focused because the energy in your sign supports you going forward with a lot of positivity, okay? All about your hopes and wishes. And it's beautiful when the Hangman comes out in reverse with this because that means you are overcoming those self-limiting beliefs. Again, this is normally upright, meaning you don't know what to do, you're at a crossroads, you're not sure, the unknown is too scary. No, you've got it like this saying, I know my path. So really positive energy here and money aspects coming to you, but you need to be in alignment with who you really are. And often that is just being quiet. If you meditate, great. If you don't, get out in nature. If you can't do that, just sit quietly for a little bit. Abracadabra with wings. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. There you go, Pisces. Very, very positive. Just when spirit kind of lays out the same thing over and over and over again, it's because they really want to hammer the point to you. And sometimes they come out and they're very blunt. So that's the reading for you today. If something resonates, a piece, a part of the whole, please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you joy, peace, love, and harmony. Namaste.